Hey everyone! Really excited for painting today. Today we are going to work in the negative space in our painting. So we're going to slowly gradate from a darker area around here and get brighter towards the center. That will help the viewer see where my focal area is. So really, why is that important for the viewer's eye to go through to a focal area? If you think about it, it really sounds like it isn't. Who cares what the viewer looks at first, second, and third? The fact of the matter is, if our painting is um, not chaotic, and if it's harmonious, then our painting will give the viewer clues as to what to look at first, second, and third. So it kind of puts the viewer like at ease. It's all subconscious, but it really helps the viewer enjoy our painting. So I'm going to get rid of this ugly cardboard color and just allow that to be kind of like the neutral background. So you might be wondering too, like, why did I start out with a neutral color before before this all started? Like, if you just started painting on canvas paper, why did I make you put a coat of a neutral color down first or two complements mixed together? The reason I did that is because both lights and darks show up better and richer on a neutral color. So you want to make sure that you left your half-inch wide painting nice and clean with the bristles laid out nice and flat. And we are going to move on to our background colors. So what I suggest that you do, because we're going to be doing quite a lot of mixing, is I suggest that you take your I suggest that you take whatever you're using for your palette paper, whether it be wax paper or a magazine, and find multiple layers that are white magazine pages and layer them on top of each other. So that way, when you are mixing paint, you don't go through to your parents' expensive tabletop. I know I do realize, and I try to be considerate of the fact that you all don't have a studio space just for art making at home like I do. Maybe some of you are lucky enough to have a corner of your room to use for art, but I know many of us are working on kitchen tables and in bathrooms, and I just want to express my appreciation for you, working hard and learning through this, what really is a difficult process, which is, you know, being home, not being able to see your friends, not, sports is canceled, which I'm surprised at how much that actually saddened me. I'm not a real sports person, but I do enjoy, spring baseball um, and watching students play, watching my son play, watching pro ball. Surprisingly, I'm really really missing that. So as I've done my entire life, I'm using art to um, fill a void, whatever that void might be. So and I'm hoping that through practice, art can be something that you use that really makes you kind of it's like meditative, right? So first thing you're going to do is mix a color that is going to be your negative space color. And then you're going to take that color, and using your practice that you did last week, you are going to gradate to whatever color you want. Brighter towards the focal point, darker as you go out. So that is your task for today. And pick whatever color pairs you would like. It does not need to be one that you've already practiced. It can be brand new. I am going to pick this neutral color, which is I was initially thinking that I would mix the cardboard color, but then I thought this is so much prettier. It's like a pink version of cardboard. Um, and I'm going to start by always mix dark into light. And then I'm going to apply towards my focal area, and then I'm going to get darker as I grow out. And here we go. So I am going to do that slowly. So what you guys can do if you want to play music in the background, it's a great time to kind of do that while you're working. You can invent new shapes as you go. Make sure that your previous color is kind of like cleaned off. I'm going to get some. This is me being a little impatient over here. I kind of just want to put that brown in and then put a mid-tone in. here. Kind of liking these straight lines. And then I'm just picking up the palette knife because I'm feeling that I'm going to move that red aside, and I'm feeling that I'm going to mix more color here. Mixing more dark into light to get a nice pool, cleaning it up a little bit. I'm seeing now I really don't like what I did here with the lines. So I'm just going to like cover it up. I'll figure that out later. It's funny how sometimes, many times when we're painting, our influences just come through. Like this, I'm not trying to make it look like a butterfly, but sometimes on my pottery I paint butterflies, and it's kind of coming through. But this is not objective art, so I'm making this more about the shape than about this is not a butterfly. So I have to keep telling myself this is not a butterfly. Like that little. I like how I'm getting kind of redder with it. And this is when I'm finally really getting to enjoy the art. I'm working intuitively. And you might have to stop and mix more paint. And when you're really relaxing into this, it might not feel like exactly what you want to do. Because mixing paint is a little bit more work. But you just have to remind yourself that it's going to be worth it to just stop and take that time to mix the paint. A lot of this, what I want you to do is look at your painting and see what you like and what you don't like. So say to yourself, okay, I do like this and I don't like that. Because guess what? Most important thing is that you like the art that you're making. That's really important. It's important to me, and I hope it's important to you. Every corner of your paper matters. I'm going to add, I want to get a little darker. So I'm just adding a little blue, dark and a light. I'm going to add some yellow into it. if you're in a situation where you have to stop working, you can put some saran wrap on top of your color. Color is relative, so believe it or not, you are going to need to put some color on your paper to actually see what it does. It changes. It looks different when it's next to other colors, which is something that's kind of exciting about paint. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to have to smooth this out and let it dry and cover that area up. I do not want that color there. There we go. Gotta love acrylic paint. Now I'm going to fill in this gap here. I'm just covering it up with my hand to see what it would be like if I put another color there. Because like I'm starting to get tired of this color a little bit and I would like to develop into another color. So I think now I'm going to just decide what direction I want to go into. And I can't go lighter because this is going to be my focal point. I could go bluer, or I could go redder. And you know what? I think I'm just going to stay. You can always take your palette knife and kind of go like this. Let me get a little darker.